So, good morning. I'm Mary Baca, and I'll be doing the Power of Words today, which is it will make you look at even what your thoughts are very differently. Or it certainly, when I put together this training some months ago, it made me just really be more aware of even how we interact with clients on a very nonverbal level. And I don't mean just body language, but even our thoughts. So we'll get into that. These are some of the programs that we run here out of Odyssey. Um, Probably about 50% of our clientele are first responders. So we have an intensive outpatient program for police, fire, EMS, corrections, dispatchers, and that is run under Allies for First Responders. I founded a nonprofit called Behind the Badge New Mexico in 2015, and that organization raises money to pay for counseling and ancillary services like massage therapy and meditation classes, and pretty much they'll consider anything that's for health and wellness. And then Resilience Integrative Services is my holistic practice because I am a certified Reiki practitioner and certified kinesiologist. I'm also a certified hypnotherapist, although I haven't practiced it, so I don't put those letters behind my name, but I've had a lot of hypnotherapy, and it's a pretty incredible modality. And then remotely unique is kind of where everything gets housed that's going out. We're going to start, I'm waiting any day now, I'll get my national certification to be able to do these classes nationally. And so a lot of the archived segments will be found on there. But in 2016, I did a radio talk show based out of LA for, I guess, about 8 months. It was a lot of fun. And so the archives of those shows are there. And I had guest speakers, so they're really great. Like one was how to overcome fear. And a lot of times I'll refer my clients to that who are struggling with anxiety. I had a practitioner in Santa Fe by the name of Lupita Gurule Martinez as a guest speaker. It was a 2 segment, and it was just great. And then I had some other guest speakers. I had another guest speaker, Julia Bain, who talked about effective supervision, and she's the director for employee health for the city of Albuquerque. So, anyways, you might take a look at that.
Is that on your website?
It's on the Remotely Unique, and it is on the website also. Okay. It's kind of everywhere, in case. And I'm excited to say this is our second online class that what we're doing is every time we do an in-person class, we're recording it so that then we can offer it as an online program for people to take. Exciting because before that I had people traveling even from like Roswell, and so now they don't have to do that, and that's really good because it's a long, long ways away. Holistic counselor certification. Which is really exciting to me to bring that to the counseling community. So the other ones are psychological reversal, using intuition in therapy, energy psychology, which is being offered at the end of the month. What's the other one? Oh, changing your emotions by changing your vibration. And so they're all really great classes too. To just kind of, when I became a holistic practitioner about 7 years ago, it really changed just the way that I practice with people and what is in my toolkit to be able to offer them. So if you're interested, let me know in that. And you, ma'am?
Excuse me, I'm Carol, and I'm from Santa Fe, and I got caught up in traffic once I got here. I'm retired, and I truly believe that the aim of education should be to develop lifelong learners. And I've been in New Mexico a long time, and I was president of the Counseling Association when we first went for licensure. And we got it through both houses. And then Gary Carruthers vetoed it because he said he didn't want to create a new profession. And I thought, well, Carl Rogers would be hard to say to hear that. So once we did get licensure, we fought long and hard for it. I just want to keep my certification.
Yeah.
I use it now because I'm retired, but I might want to sometime.
Yeah, I'm glad you do that because it's always disheartening to me when I meet a counselor who's let their license go. Because I'm like, you worked so hard for that, to get that.
Plus, I like to learn new things.
Uh-huh.
And through my training and experience, I've been able to deal with some things in my own family. that
Sure.
so that I had a better understanding of what was going on with some people. And so I'm here and I'm going to renew my license in September.
Well, good. Pay them some money, huh? It's kind of crazy. How much it costs? I guess it's not too bad for 2 years. Okay, so let's start to look at, what this even means about that words are powerful. It's kind of like I feel about EMDR. So I've been practicing EMDR for 18 years, and I'm always amazed at what comes out in an EMDR session. So it's like as clinicians, we see things definitely deeper than what the client does, right? Or the just lay people. But EMDR tends to bring out even deeper than that. And so when I put this training together or saw the need for it, it's like, okay, well, it's kind of a no-brainer that words are powerful. But what do I even mean about that on a deeper level? And so the images too that I've always used in my trainings are selected on purpose. I feel like a picture says 1,000 words. So words are powerful, both spoken and unspoken words. And I think that's something oftentimes we don't believe. Since I put this training together, I'm even careful like what I think about people when I'm driving. So like when people frustrate me in traffic, and we'll talk more about that. So what you believe is very powerful because those are the words and what we perceive, right? Those are what the words we end up using, where that comes from. And so sometimes I think people are not really even aware of the words that they're using. I know, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this. I know that in working with clients, I have to really get them to be specific about what are they meaning versus the words that are coming out of their mouth. And we're no different than clinicians. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all human beings, And so one of the hopes that I have about you taking this training is that it'll make you more aware, even so than you are now, in terms of how you impact clients and other people. I mean, the trainings that I do, and we're going to do some experiential stuff because of that, because I want us also to grow as clinicians, but also as people. Because who we are personally, that's what we take into our work with people. That's just unavoidable. And then that words also not only literally, but the energy. So yesterday I was seeing a client and she was talking about how she's on Match.com and she was talking about how this guy kind of went off on her because, she said no to something. I mean, the specifics aren't important, but it really hit her and she couldn't understand why his words hit her. And I said, well, because his words also have an energy behind those words. And so, that was a different conversation that we were able to have if I left out the energy piece of that. I would focus on the words when truly, like, words carry energy. They're powerful. So the first exercise we're going to do, I'm going to read through this list and then I'm going to give you a paper to write on. And this is just for you. Like, in other words, when I do have you share, I'm just going to ask you to share what you feel comfortable sharing. So really do it for yourself. But the truth is that we associate all kinds of things with the words that we come across and the words that we use. So list 1, damaged, broken, mistake, flawed, soiled, unclean, disgusting, not good enough, inept, ineffective, and useless. So I want you to just, in your mind, go through the list, noticing, really taking the time to notice what your thoughts and feelings are for each word. And then after you've gone through the list once, just noticing those thoughts and feelings, go back through and write next to the word what your thoughts and feelings are that come to your mind.
Do you want us to write those?
Yeah. Yeah, because mostly it's for yourself, because you're going to take that